These two teams met back in the regular season. It went to the overtime thriller. Welcome in, everyone, to the playoff matchup between the Raiders and the Broncos. It should be a good one, folks. It is the last one of the playoff race, the last team who will punch their ticket to the Elite Eight. We appreciate you all joining us tonight, and as you guys already know, if you are part of the Mutt fan base, we will be there later tonight for a special stream for some Friday gameplay. But as of right now, the attention goes to Denver football, who was able to win the AFC West division by a slim margin. As the Raiders are a really good team, they haven't even really lost that many games. Really, the only reason why they lost some games this year was just scheduling and, them not really being able to get a game in. And, you already know how that goes with life and stuff like that. But, the Raiders are a really good user. And, really the Broncos probably have arguably one of the hardest paths to get there because, you got to play the Raiders, who, again, they may have 5 losses, but, 2 or 3 of them were forced losses, maybe even 4 of them. We got to go back and see it, verbatim. But Michael Penix, his first playoff throw is going to be a scramble, and that one's going to be picked. What a play by the Raiders. He read me completely, and I got to give him that one to go back to the middle of the field there. Penix rolled out to the left. No one was there. He had the curl route, but he stayed home. Interception for 25. And the Raiders take over. Michael Penix, second-year quarterback, already having some jitters tonight. Breece Hall, J.J. McCarthy take over. And this defense arguably actually is their strength. takes over at the 41-yard line. Play action pass. And McCarthy is going to get hit by the rookie Sean Melvin, but to no avail. 2nd and 10. Penix had a good rollout there, but the contain came, and nevertheless, it probably would have been a 3rd down and 6, 3rd down and 5. So who knows if they would have converted it if they threw the ball away. No man's land, 41-yard line, could be 4-down territory for this team. And McCarthy is going to check it down to a swarm of secure tacklers, and there's Demario Davis, who led the team in tackles by over 20 tackles to the 2nd place tackle leader of this team. Brings up an all but important 3rd down. 3rd down. And that's going to be a rare missed throw by McCarthy. He knows it. 3rd down and 4th down and 3. And this is a big 4th down already in this game. I think it's a no-brainer. I would go for it. On the road. Looks like they may send some heat. Can the Raiders, somewhat of a cover 3 look here, can they beat the blitz here coming up for this Broncos defense? 4th and 3 in motion. They had the drag, and it's going to be caught. The blitz did not come fast enough. It's number 88. It's CeeDee Lamb. Who else? Fighting against Kyle Hamilton, one of the great safeties in this league. 1st down. In motion goes Curtis Samuel. Back in motion goes Samuel. It goes right to him. And he makes a man miss. Give him 8. 2nd and 2 for this Raiders offense. A missed throw, some pressure, a throw of a sack. And that's how we got here tonight. 2nd and 2 in the red zone. It's all about ball control. It's all about making decisions. And Penix has already made a decision to throw a pick. 2nd and 2. And they're all over that zig. But CeeDee nuts. CeeDee Lamb. I don't believe it. What a read. Touchdown, no flags. Really good job that time making the read. CeeDee Lamb completes it. Like I said, I have really high confidence in this Raiders team to go far. Even if they beat this Broncos team, I don't even know if we have more than a stop against them all year, because their offense definitely is their strength. You have Breece Hall, superstar running back, superstar quarterback J.J. McCarthy, not to mention CeeDee Lamb, 9-9 overall with the route running. So good luck manning him up. That DB secondary full of superstars. 3 out of the 5 have abilities. Unable to get anything in the secondary tonight for Denver. Handoff. It goes to Wright. Jalen Wright fights for a solid 15 yards. He's been great for them all year. He's likely a superstar candidate in the offseason. And really, it's going to come down to, will he get a dev down? He actually got superstar dev. And they actually, for some reason, the game dev'd him down, even though he was 22. Like I said, it's just kind of a weird spotting, but the game can, I guess, do whatever it wants to do. Wide open in the flat. You got to watch out. He has 90 speed for a backup tight end, Devin Culp. Give him 12. 1st down, move the chains for Denver. You can see these two teams already getting into it. In between plays, these are two rivalries who obviously do not like each other. It's going to be a handoff to Wright. Good tackle that time by, I don't even know if I can pronounce his name. Starts with the last name V. Maybe it was Vander. I don't even think Vander Esch is in the game anymore. Linebacker starts with a V. Number 57, the Mike linebacker makes the tackle. It's now 2nd and 9. They're going to go right back to Jalen Wright. But he's met that time by Jonathan Grenard, 3rd and 10. Brings up a very, very important down and distance for this team. Anton Harrison unable to hold the block. Big play coming up for this team. Penix in the pocket, throws a strike. Kyle Pitts, first down. One of the best targets in this league, Kyle Pitts, stands at 6'6". Over 4 years experience in the National Football League now. And, you know, you just got to give it to him for really being a receiver lined up at tight end. First down. Penix has a wide open Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright accelerating, making men miss. Jalen Wright to the 2. He didn't miss him that time. You know, he had acceleration. The acceleration really showed there. It shined bright. Shine bright like a diamond, as Rihanna would say. First down. But sadly could not finish for 6. Right back to him. Blocked by Graham Barden. Welcome back from a 3-week injury. Touchdown, Jalen Wright. The offense is clicking on more cylinders in the first drive. But like I said, even though we could have threw the ball away last drive and avoid the interception, sometimes you just got to give a tipped hat to the defense. He read my eyes. Normally people would follow the scrambled quarterback, but he stayed home. And Las Vegas already has a turnover advantage here tonight. I have no idea what just happened there. That was a lag, I think. Small lag happening right now. There's no way that I was going to miss that meter. But hopefully we are good with the lag going forward. But Justin Tucker is going to kick off to Becton. We got lucky they made that kick. And he's met that time by 21 Eric Stokes. First down. Like we said before, an all-important matchup this is. And it's pretty simple. If the Raiders win, they are heading to Indianapolis to face Joe Burrow and the Colts. However, if Denver wins, and there's Demario Davis. He's so good with his play rec, so good off the ball. Arkansas State, many moons ago, he graduated, and now he's an NFL superstar with Cam Hayward at DT, likely their final years in this football league. Contains on McCarthy. As it's going to be knocked out by Demario Davis. However, the problem is the ball went in the air vertically, but it didn't really go to any Broncos player. As Hamilton was in the vicinity, it could have been a pick artist pick. They're going to pass commit here at 3rd and 9. Big play for Denver's defense. Okahoro in the middle. And Demario Davis! He had a leaping tackle. Secure tackler, 4th and inches. This is a big play right here. It's 4th down and inches. Matt's going to gamble and pass commit. And play the flats. The pass commit was correct. But he finds a strike to Miles Boykin, the veteran. First down. That's one of those things where, again, he had the right idea with pass committing. But, you know, unfortunately made the right read in the seam. The right sideline. It's a first down. First down for the Raiders, and Demario Davis getting it done already here in front of this home crowd. Unfortunate, though, that there's 4 downs in football. In motion. It's a handoff. Makes a man miss. You can see the slight lag here, sadly. 2nd and 1. And that may end the quarter here at home. Denver wins. They head to Cincinnati to face Herbert and the Bengals. No matter what, there is no easy path in this league. And like I said before, we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Mutt will be later. And possibly the divisional round if I advance. But if I don't, obviously we'll wait for coverage until probably the conference championships. McCarthy, single back bunch, 2nd and 1. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's not. There's a flag. Is it holding? It's a legal man downfield on Zach Frazier. Mistake by the young guard. 2nd and 6. I have not seen an illegal man downfield on that kind of play. Must have been some kind of like RPO bite or something, because the game I don't think is programmed to do that elsewhere. 2nd and 6. And you got to be careful testing this Denver defense. Awuzie, he may have been bumped. The free agent pickup, the big three, Awuzie, Cam Hayward, Demario Davis. It's intercepted. I don't know if he was bumped. I don't know what happened there. But all I know is there was way too much of a gap between Awuzie and CeeDee Lamb. And I think there was a bump. I don't know if it was going to be, all of it was CPU. So it's not like we had, a user thing or something like that. Whatever happened, but definitely a fortunate play for the Broncos. 2nd and 11, nowhere goes Jalen Wright. The trenches so far have been won by the Raiders. Good news for this team, though. They are right back in this game. He's going to be able to scramble. Lob it up to Kyle Pitts. And I thought it was going to be more of a streak play where he kept going downfield. I don't know why he just stayed there. You can see I playmakered him, but that didn't matter apparently. Play action for Penix. Steps up in the pocket to the rookie receiver Casillo. First down. Clean pocket, first down. That's a recipe for success in this league. First down, Jose Casillo, the rookie from TCU. The 21-year-old who can now drink. He may have a drink of alcohol after this one, turning 21 in the offseason before being a pro football player. It's a slant. It's Bateman. Give him 7. And now this team is trying to score inside the 40. Fighting against Samuel Jr. I think it's a son of Samuel Jr. 2nd and 3. Play action pass, and it is a beauty. No, it's not. Jesus. Ball gets thrown right into the ground. We probably had someone open maybe in the right side, but I was trying to see what would develop on the weak side there, but apparently nothing developed. This is right now a very huge 3rd down and 3. Handoff goes to right, cuts upfield. He fights, he breaks, he fights, he breaks. Give him 10. Good play call that time by Penix, calming the offensive line, calling a handoff, and it's a first down. You can see the fight that Wright has in this league. Him and Penix, the sophomore brothers in this league. First down. It's going right to Jalen Wright. Could not catch it. Good defense that time by the Raiders. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Maybe should have freeformed that a little upfield instead of to the right. I led that into the defender. 2nd and 10. Underneath, that one could have been picked. It's Jalen Wright, 3rd and 4. And this is one of those things where they're probably going to go with X dagger here. 3rd down 4, big play coming up here for the Broncos. Trying to give that defense some rest. Awuzie with an interception down the sideline. Unfortunately, he did not have the wide open touchdown. And it's going to be Casillo intercepted. Thought he had the comeback route. Can they stop him? I don't know if they will. Touchdown, Stevens. Thought I had the comeback route. Probably threw it a little bit too late. Touchdown, Raiders. 90-yard pick six for Stevens. Brandon Stevens. Raiders had the lead. I think the in route was open. Castillo, I hate when they just stand there and don't come back to the ball. And the comeback route, one-on-one versus a deep blue. 14-7. 2:29 to play here in the first half. This Broncos team needs to get a grip on offense. 2 interceptions in the first half. Touchback. With 2:29 to play, it's one of those things where it's like, look, even though it is 14-7, you score here, you chew clock. It's 14-14, it's halftime. You know, really anything can happen. First down, Broncos. Handoff goes to Jalen Wright. He fights. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 for this team. Already 2 interceptions for Penix. Pressure came. And like I said, he had to get rid of the ball. The comeback route. They didn't come back to the ball. Flat. Castillo fights for 3. 3rd down and 3. Probably 4 down territory coming up for the Broncos. They got to be careful, and they got to score at least a field goal here. They can't get the run game out because obviously it's a very run-heavy team with not really having the best wide receivers besides Kyle Pitts. They have to let Castillo develop, and they'll probably try to draft one coming up in the offseason. Slant underneath. It's caught. Castillo right back to him. First down. And this is where they probably are going to chew clock here. Coming up after this play. Just because they want to get some things going. Takes a snap. Underneath, it's going to Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright fights for about 8. And this is exactly where they want to chew clock. You're allowed to chew clock at any point under 3 minutes. And they're going to chew clock here because they just, if they score, they just don't want any time left for the Raiders offense. Handoff, Jalen Wright. He fights for about 10. Chew clock now is going to be off. They just have to be careful in what they draw up here. Over pursuitment that time by 22 on the A-gap of the run. Broncos, 2 interceptions. I mean, really, I would just say 2 better plays by the Raiders defense, really. Screen pass. Blockers in front. Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright with 96 acceleration. Smartly falls down. And that's where 96 acceleration comes in, folks. To the 3-yard line. What a dial-up. What a job by the blocking. What a job downfield by the acceleration by Jalen Wright. The blocking that time was led by Brandon Coleman, the right guard, number 73. It's going to Beck. Beck falls forward, timeout Raiders. They really wanted to actually fall down in bounds and waste a timeout on the first down snap. But as you know how EA Sports is, he was tackled out of bounds when you really don't need him to. 2nd and goal. Handoff, Wright. Fights for maybe 1. Probably a half. This is where they might run actually a toss. 3rd and goal. This is where they gambled. They don't score a touchdown here. I guess it does come down to the gambling woes of the Broncos. It's a toss, and it's a beautiful play call. Jalen Wright, touchdown Denver. There's really no reason to pass the ball there. jitters by the quarterback Penix in his hopefully seeking first playoff win ever. Last year they lost against the Browns. They got killed, lost by about 20 because of 3 fumbles, but also some just bad defensive play. But really good job there to score on the toss and put it in the arms of, it's really hard to believe because of how good Penix is, but probably their star of their offense, Jalen Wright, who, like I said, and they're going to kick it inbounds here, choose some more clock here, but the thing I'll say about this team is, again, they were able to get a dev up last year because of, not stats. It was the rookie of the year, or it was the best running back, or I really don't know what award it was, but all I know is he was supposed to get a dev up last season, but then he got dev down or something. So very weird, but that's kind of what happened. 1st and 10, let's see what they have in store here for this team. You got to be careful with those tight windows, but he made it happen there. Good seam pass that time by the Raiders, and it brings up 1st down. Anything inbounds, though, this team could be screwed. He got a really bad animation there with Breece Hall. And 2nd and 4, they may get a field goal out of this. I don't really know what they're trying to do here. Are they pushing? I mean, anything inbounds here is halftime. And 3rd and 4. I'd probably kick it now. We'll see what they do. I mean, they're going to go ahead and stay out there. They're going to actually play the flats here, folks. They want to bait them and maybe throwing a flat throw here. Smartly throws it away. 4th down. I mean, that was really probably just a chew clock, and, that way to ensure this is the last play of the half. And the kick by Zerloin is going to be shanked. Right side. Mile high. Fans in a frenzy. It's halftime, 14-14. It's also one of those things where, with 16 seconds left, what you could do as well if you don't trust your kicker is you could try to actually maybe run the ball, spike it, but when you run the ball, you want to line up the field goal. But, he had 16 seconds left on the 40-ish yard line, so I could also see why he was trying to get more yardage, and more yardage meant I'm going to pass the ball. Good job by the Broncos playing the sidelines. And it's 14-14. It's one of those things where it's like, look, the stats might say elsewise with Jalen Wright having a pretty good game, but when you look at it contextually, I would say overall the Raiders have looked like the better team overall, but it's the chewing clock falling down the goal line. And, even if you were to not score, maybe, it was still the move on paper to really try to stop the Raiders from getting the ball. And by falling down, they were able to, take the ball away from the Raiders. And that was really all the difference here tonight. 2nd and 7 for this team. And McCarthy. It's a play action pass. And you got to be careful there with Cooper DeJean against Miles Boykin. But he got it. 1st down, midfield. Pressure that time by Sean Melvin, who has easily had so many throw of the sacks this year. Don't think he'll get a dev up, but he had over 11 sacks this year. It was either 10.5 or 11. Another play action bite. Pressure comes and jinx. You wonder why he didn't get a dev up to X Factor. He literally is one of the best pass rushers in this league, PFF win rate. But the problem is he just never got the sacks that counted. This game is notorious for throw out of sacks, folks. Throw out of sacks. 1st and 10. In motion, Breece Hall. And he's going to find Samuel for a 1st down. I'm not sure what happened there, but the one thing I'll say, they did play cover 4 palms. I don't know why that was not covered by the purple zone there. 1st down. Not using Breece Hall enough, I think, still. Right on cue, though. Handoff to Breece Hall. And he got an animation, a broken tackle. Dear gosh. We all know how Madden football works. You're wrapped up. Nope. You got caught in a different animation. And then he was free. And he really could have went to the end zone. But we got lucky. We got him there. And it's going to be pressure. Boykin. 1st down and goal. Just no pressure that time. He used that mountain slot choice play a lot. Hopefully the play call limit has finished. And as a fancy English man might say, hopefully it's expedited. And it's going to be underneath. What a hit by Hamilton. 2nd and 3. Fullback, tight end, whatever you want to call it. 2nd and 3. This is where the goal line becomes tough, though, for this team. They're going to shade their corners inside here. Now they're going to go to zone. It is a handoff in the arms of, I want to say, Cam Hayward. Orohoro was there too. 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd down, and they know exactly what they want to call. Incomplete, lucky animation there for the Broncos. I'm telling you right now, man, there is a small input lag. It really is what it is in this game, but they're going to smartly take their points here. But just take my word for it. There is a small input lag. I really don't know, whose fault it is and whatever. I'm going to check my ping here. I really think that we're fine. It's just, we're definitely it's probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10. We're not able to move as effective. However, I will admit it had nothing to do with my interceptions in the first half. It matters more on defense because when you user someone, you do want that swift left to right motion. Anyway, 1st down, Broncos take over. Good job by the defense during that long 3-minute drive, almost 3-minute drive by the Raiders. In motion goes A.T. Perry, and I thought that was actually a keeper to Jalen Wright, but instead it was actually a real jet sweep. I thought that was going to be to Jalen Wright. The linebacker was not fooled, though, as he would have been there anyway, up the A-gap. 2nd and 12. Well, the screen worked once. Why not twice? And 3rd and 12. He was hit as he threw. It's a big 3rd down coming up here for Denver. Like I said, they win. They head to Cincinnati. Broncos win. Or I'm sorry, Raiders win. They're heading to Indianapolis. This one's going to go to A.T. Perry. He almost caught the ball. 4th and 12, they have to punt. Just want to see more fight there by A.T. Perry to get maybe some inside leverage there, but to no avail. They punt the ball. It's a beauty, but will they get a lucky bounce? No. Touchback. Still fine with me. A net punt of over 48 yards. And now this defense is going to need a stop. 17-14. Handoff, right side, Breece Hall. Met in the arms at time of Hamilton, Demario Davis, and the secure tackling duo. One has Supreme. Unfortunately, I don't think Demario Davis gets Supreme. If he does, they obviously would have Supreme over secure tackler. Second down. Underneath Breece Hall. And they're going to give him a good spot. First down. First down, Raiders. They have got to do a better job at stopping Breece Hall tonight. Let's see if they can get some pressure here on McCarthy. Handoff, left side, and they are ready for him. Demario Davis, to no surprise, probably entering double-digit tackles tonight. Probably one of the best offseason moves by any team in the entire league. And there's Davis again, 3rd and 4. They need a sack. They need something. It's 3rd down 4. At least maybe hopefully force a 4th and then make them do something. On 4th. Third and 4. Man coverage is the call. And they unfortunately could not get there and cut the angle. First down, Raiders. 17-14. This may end the third quarter. One of those things where, like I said, probably 7 times out of 10, I cut that angle and mutt. For some reason tonight, the COD of the user does not feel the same for me. 17-14. That may end the quarter. Honestly, if I was the Broncos, or if I'm the Raiders, I probably would have let that clock bled to the fourth quarter. Broncos have only had the ball 3 plays this quarter. 17-14, we got a good one. Stay tight. All comes down to opportunities in this game. And we all know the Broncos, let's just face it, they have not played the way that we know they can. They are lucky to be in this game still, folks. 2nd and 7. It's going to be a zig route. CeeDee Lamb, first down. Fighting off against Cooper DeJean. And it brings up a first down for the Raiders. Can they get 2 red zone stops if they eventually go to the red zone? Trickery. It tricked me. First down. To the 28-yard line. Go the Raiders. And now imposing their own will here on the road. It's first down. Clock continues to wind here for McCarthy and this offense. Play action. They were not fooled, though, as McCarthy's going to roll out and risk it for 2 yards. Very risky for 2 yards. Stops the clock, at least, for this Broncos defense. Brings up 2nd and 8. And McCarthy is going to be able to roll out there for about 4, 3rd and 1. Brings up an all but important 3rd down and 1. And they may have this covered here. Overthrow by McCarthy. It's 4th down and 1. Decision time for Raiders. I'd probably go for it. However, the way their defense is playing, I don't know. You might want to kick it, and then no matter what, even if I score a touchdown, field goal, you win. They're going to go for it. McCarthy in motion. And it's a strike. Touchdown Raiders. CeeDee Lamb. What a strike that time, and it's a touchdown. Up the seam. They were looking for more of maybe a crosser or a drag. They did not play the seam that well. They probably should have had more attention on CeeDee Lamb, but to be fair, they did have a really good distribution of receivers tonight. You can't really give him special attention when he's not really that spammed. 24-14, here we go. The Broncos have got to move quick. And it's going to be in the arms of Michael Penix and likely an onside kick. Defense had their chances, could not execute tonight. Pressure came by the Raiders. They had a post route open, but to no avail. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright, 1st down. They have got to at least get a field goal here, but you also got to be careful because, like I said, it's like a 9 out of 10. There's a slight lag you really don't want to have. This one's going to go to Pitts. Pitts! It's picked. Picked by Stevens. 1st down, Raiders. That may do it for the Broncos season. It's one of those plays where, you know, Kyle Pitts has made all year. It's 1-on-1. You kind of got to try something here. Go back and watch the slants. Slants are bagged. That's a play you want to see Kyle Pitts make. They actually say in the NFL, if it's off your hands, it's actually a drop. Whatever you want to call it, drop or what. He had a chance to make that play. You got to make that play. Second and 12. Can't really call it a blind read. Doesn't matter. There's 2 players there. You have a step. A step is open in the National Football League. 2nd and 12. And that one's going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb inside the 40-yard line of their own. They do have to get another playoff, though, before the 2-minute warning. Handoff, Breece Hall. Fights 4 for 2. 24-14. And 3 interceptions for Penix. Really is what it is. We know our mistakes. Just feel like sometimes the Raiders just made better plays tonight. 2nd down and 8. Handoff. It goes to the outside there. Timeout Denver. 3rd down and 12. And this is really the play of the game. Coming up here. And this is just going to be me versus you mid-blitz. I mean, that's really what it is. And oh my gosh, what a play call there. Timeout by the Broncos. And they are going to punt this thing away. They will they will probably just play safe man because they don't want to get a roughing the passer. Broncos are in it mathematically, but it's going to be tough. They're going to need an onside kick, likely. Good punt that time by the Raiders. And it's first down at their own 10. Well, Aaron Mitchell is pretty good with onside kicks. They might give him a phone call here and call timeout and see how to get these onside kicks. But from what this game is looking, that's what it's probably going to be. Jalen Wright, first down, give him 14. And they have to just take their time now and just make sure they at least score and try to make this game a one-score game and an onside kick away from possibly winning the game. Vertical is here for the Broncos. And he has someone. It's Bateman. It's in stride. It's going to be a touchdown, but like I said, it's going to come down to the onside kick. He's been running that match coverage all game, and you know, when you call match coverage, just be honest here, you are leaving some vulnerable areas, especially against a compressed formation. And they're going to go for 2 here because, like I said, we're probably not getting the onside kick anyway. And if they do, they want a field goal for the win. Handoff right, cuts back, and he falls forward. Well, if they get this, they may win. If they don't, it's over. The whole world tuning in to see if the Broncos can get the onside kick. You got to do a high kick here. You got to direction it. The kick is up. It's on the ground. And it's recovered by the Raiders. And that's why you never, ever give up until the snap says 0. But that will do it. The Raiders will advance. Lost by 2. I mean, I would say that we just played not as bad as we could have played, but we all know I could play a little bit better. Honestly, it is what it is. We know the mistakes. I think the ball could have bounced our way literally from the onside kick a little bit more our way, but you lose, you lose, you win, you win. You got to tip your hat to the Raiders. Good game to him. It's going to be a great rivalry for the next few years of the AFC West showdown. And really, good luck to the Colts. Good luck to the Bengals. Everyone else in this league. Like I said, you know, it is not that easy to beat this team. And we'll just see what happens in the divisional round. And we'll see if the Raiders can pull it off. Or maybe they get killed. Maybe they win. Maybe they lose. But we will see here what will happen. And I don't know what he's doing. 3 seconds left. He still need it. And now he has to do a play. I was hoping he would do that. 3 seconds left. And they're going to go ahead and try to run some kind of blitz here. And he smartly throws it away. I mean, there's really not much you could do with 3 seconds left. I wish it was more like 4 or 5, but that's it. 24-22. They take over. The Broncos lose back-to-back first-year exits. But like I said, they still have a lot of work to be done on the development of this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Offensive line, Penix, receivers, I'm sure we'll be back next year stronger. But it came down to that Kyle Pitts. I just don't really understand how it went off his arms into the air and then picked off. But the pick 6 really helped as well. The stat line, more comparable than you'd think. but you just got to give it to McCarthy, who, as well as a second-year quarterback, he was able to get it done for his team. Well, that's it. We're going to sim here and sign off. We appreciate all the support from people who are Mutt fans tuning into the franchise stream. Really appreciate everyone in my franchise league. And like I said, good luck to the Raiders as they head on to round 2 to face the Indianapolis Colts. And Brett Cott will head to the Bengals for an AFC North showdown. And like I said, 2 points. You know, it really is what it is. The ball did not bounce our way in the end. They really could have got that onside kick. And again, it really just is what it is. You want to see a better result, but I mean, we threw 3 picks. I mean, all 3 great plays by the Raiders. You throw 1 less pick, you know, that's just what it is. We will see what happens in the offseason. The team could, on paper, be a tad worse. Well, I mean, they're going to develop Sean Melvin, the pass rusher, but, you know, even better. And, you know, in general, their corners, safeties, whatever. But, you know, Demario Davis, with him probably retiring, and Cam Hayward, the defense will take a step down for sure on paper. And they're going to need those rookies and young veterans to really step up more, because the old age of Cam Hayward and Demario Davis, I mean, they're probably going to retire, probably 95% chance each. So we are going to go in and sim here. And then if you want to play a divisional round, play a divisional round. We are probably done showing you the franchise content until the commentary, which I want to do a double header and have both games at once if we can try to do that for the conference championships. Maybe get someone else to commentate with me. And then, of course, the Super Bowl, which will have a big stream and stuff like that. Maybe even over, you know, I don't know about, you know, the upcoming weekend, but probably Monday, Tuesday at the latest. So we're going to go from there, guys. That's really it. I mean, it was a good game overall. The game got away from me. And you just got to give it to the Raiders there for, I want to say they did convert 2 out of 3 fourth downs. Maybe they converted both 4th downs. I really don't know. I mean, honestly, let me check the box score real quick. I do want to see their 4th down. So 4th down, see, he has 3 4th down conversions. So, you know, we have 0. So, I mean, 3 4th down conversions, you convert, you know, every 4th down. You know, also ball control, 12 minutes versus 7 minutes. You know, it's just one of those games where it's like, yeah, you lost, but, you know, you just got to give it to the Raiders. They played a good game, and obviously we could have not thrown interceptions, but at the end of the day, that's football, that's sports. So we're going to go from there. Great game, and we're going to sign off. We're going to play Mutt here shortly, and we'll see you guys later. We'll see you for the Mutt stream, and we'll see you guys for franchise fans. We will see you later on for the conference championship, hopefully double stream. Bye-bye.